Hey, this is Ava, and I'm in your first period class, and I'm doing this outside your room now. Yay! So this is the first expression, and it's a greatest common factor expression. To factor out these terms, you need to find the greatest common factor, or the GCF. And the GCF that will fit into each of these individual terms will be 5, because 5 goes into 10 twice, and 5 goes into 24 times. And 5, of course, goes into itself. So, if you factor out the 5, then dividing this by 5, dividing 5 by 5, and dividing 5 by 20 by 5, excuse me, then 10j, the second power, would become 2j. Well, actually, let's divide all of these by 5j2, because they all have j2 in common. Hope you can see that. Okay. Oh yeah, I got the right answer. Okay. So, 5j2 divided by, 10j2 divided by 5j2 would end up being 2. And then this is pretty much divided by itself, so then that would be 1 plus 4. I got 4 because you divide 20j2 by 5j2, and they share that as well as others, so it would be 4. So your greatest common factor would be 5j2. Oh yeah. And that is your answer. Okay, so that's the first one. I'm gonna stop. No, because this has to be one whole video. And that looks a little messy. Okay, my next equation I'll be doing is going to be a difference of squares. So, I'm going to use the term 9m2 minus 36. Now, the way to find out this, the answer to this equation would be to square these to find the difference of squares. The difference of squares is pretty much taking, putting the factors in these x value things, but these are both squares of something. So the square root of 9 would be 3, and 2, that would probably equal, actually, no 2 there, that's the square root. And then the square root of 36 is definitely 6. So, I was wrong there. Yeah. So so this value would go in there as 3m, and it'd be 3m here also. And then this would be plus 6, and that would be negative 6. This works because if you multiply them, you get 9m2, multiply that, you get 18m plus, you should get 18m, oh gosh, can't write this afternoon, 18m negative, so this would be plus, sorry about that, and then multiply these two, and you would get negative 6. Cross out these terms, get those two, and that is what I started with. Wait. No, I was wrong. 36. There we go. Now that's right. Okay. And that is exactly what I started with. Yay, I got the second one done, Hannah. The last one that I will be demonstrating is an easy case. The easy cases definitely took me a little bit longer to understand because they were kind of complicated at first. So, BASY case. For this easy case, I'm going to do j to the second power plus 8j plus 7. Now, you're going to want to take the y value here and put it on the top and put this value on the bottom. Before, I used to mix match them, and I wouldn't be able to get the answer, and it'd be very frustrating for me. So now I have to find two factors that add up to 8, and multiplied add up to 7. The only ones can be 1 and 7, because nothing else adds up to 7. I mean, multiplies up to 7, then that. And that also equals 8. So then, this is when this actually comes in. Then you do the x plus 1 and x plus 7. And this is your answer. Okay. Some things that I had troubles with before I was able to understand all three of these, especially the easy case, was that I kept putting the, let me do like something else. I kept, let's say, this was 24m, and then this was like 8, and there's like x2. I used to do something kind of like this, 24 and 8, and I'd try to see what terms would add up to 8, and then I'd get, let's say, a very wrong answer, and it would not be correct. But now, I have learned that the terms, let's do, should I get that there, 24 and x plus 8. Now I've learned that the 8 goes on the top and the 24 goes on the bottom in this equation instead of the other way around, and I can get the correct answer. For the difference of squares, before I used to divide, I'm going to use the same expression I used before. Before, I used to think that I had to divide this by 2, which I didn't think was, I had to divide that by 3 and divide that by 3. And that would, dividing 9 by 3 would be 3, I'm pretty sure. 9 by 3, yeah. And I'd get something like this. 3 and 2, 3, 6 divided by 3 is 12. And then I'd call that my answer. I didn't know it was I forgot that these were both squares, but I thought this was how you did it. But now I know to divide these by their square roots, and so then I get the correct answer, which is this. And for number 1, for this one, I just thought that you had to pull out the common factors, well, similar to what I did, but my answer would be this.
Hello?
Oh, that's supposed to be a 1. 2, 4, J2. I thought I could only pull out, that's supposed to be a 5, oh goodness. I thought I could only pull out the actual number instead of the expression, like if I thought that I had to keep those the same where they were and I just had to take out the number. But now I know that I can actually take out the expression with the number as long as all of the factors have the same one, or if they're all divided by, or they can all be divided by the same factor. With that being said, my video is now over, so enjoy, Mr. B.